In just over a week, the federal Conservatives will have their new leader. The 5 candidates have all but wrapped up their campaigns, and now it's time for party members to make their choice. To set up the final week and beyond, we're joined by our chief political correspondent, David Akin. David, what are we looking for?
Well, first of all, this race is setting records for participation. 678,000 eligible voters, Farah. 678,000. That is a record by a long shot. And as of yesterday, 395,000 had mailed in their ballot. Now, the deadline to get those ballots in, Tuesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. It is a ranked ballot. The winner needs 50% plus one in any particular ballot. Pierre Poilievre, the Ontario MP, the former Harper cabinet minister, he is still the clear favorite, so much so he might win it on just one ballot.
David, speaking of Poilievre, he said this week that if he ever does become PM, he's going to introduce a new law requiring federal bureaucrats to speak in plain language. So what's behind that?
Right. Poilievre believes that bureaucrats who use too many technical or academic terms are a barrier to growth. He says difficult to understand laws and regulations adds costs to small businesses. So he vows to pass what he calls the Plain Language Act.
That employees use the simplest and fewest words possible to describe what they're saying in their government publications.
I mean, David, whoever wins, if it's him or someone else, they're going to have to get to work quickly because Parliament resumes in just over 2 weeks. So what's the top priority going to be for the new leader?
Well, I've been told by a few campaigns that the new leader will be less worried about Parliament and caucus, much more worried about some systems at party HQ, the fundraising arm of the party. Not as efficient as it should be, it needs some work. The database system that tracks supporters has been old and out of date for 2 elections at least. And by comparison, the Liberals are using very sophisticated voter tracking software. And I'll tell you what, it shows at election time. So the Conservatives right now, they're at a huge disadvantage in this critical area. Fixing it could take 12 to 18 months. It's going to cost the party several $1 million. But that is work the new leader must make a top priority in order to have the best shot at winning the next general election. Farah.
Sounds like it's going to be a heavy load for whoever takes over. David Akin in Ottawa. Thank you, David.